what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are just here for a little Blu-ray and 4K collection update. So I didn't get to do an official one of these last week because I had stuff going on, and I've got pickups that I got in the mail last week. I've got pickups that I got in the mail this week. I've got sale haul stuff from Kino, Lorber, from Scream Factory, Shocktober. I've got Groove stuff from the Groove Halloween sale. And I forgot like completely what I got from all of these sales, so it'll be a surprise when I get into it. But before we get into it, guys, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications for all future videos. I'm going through a ton of new release titles here today. It's possible that I review any one of these on the channel in the next couple of weeks. So, you know, you want to stay tuned for that. So definitely, you know, hit those bell notifications. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. Let me start with... I'm going to start with all the new release stuff that I got. And I actually pre-ordered this, I think, over a month ago. And I just got it in like a week ago. And that is the Spirit Halloween Blu-ray release with Christopher Lloyd. I don't know why, but when I saw this on Blu-ray.com, it didn't even have like a Blu-ray image. It was just like an image of the poster. And I was like, I don't know if I want that. But then I saw somebody show this off on Instagram, I think. And I was like, oh, it has a nice slipcover and it's got some exclusive stuff in it. And it says limited edition. I was like, I have to have this now. So I went ahead and ordered this because it was pretty cheap. It was only like 12 bucks. And then it said like it's going to ship in like a month and a half or something. I think I was supposed to get it like right before Halloween, but it actually ended up shipping early. But yeah, I don't feel like I've heard the best things about this movie, but it seemed like a fun kind of kids Halloween movie. And it looks pretty fun. Look at Christopher Lloyd. He looks very old and also very happy on the back. But this thing's got a lot of special features from what I'm seeing on the back. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, let me know if this is if this movie's any good. I'm going to do a little unboxing. I don't know if there's anything to dig into here. It says it includes limited edition character trading cards. So there are trading cards in here to dig into. So we will do that real quick. All right, I think this came out, I think this was a September release. If it wasn't September, it might have been August, to be honest. All right, we open it up. We got some cool disc art right there. No reversible cover art or anything like that. And I don't know who put this out. I'm trying to see, like, who ended up putting this out because I don't see anybody on the back. I can't even make those names out, like they're so small. But we got cool character trading cards right here. This is really cool thing to add in there. We got Mr. Dark right here. And yeah, this thing was only like 12 bucks. So, I mean, that's cool. Who's that guy called? Buzzsaw? I guess that's cool. We got Teddykins of Terror. I need to watch this. And Nightcrawler. I need to watch this with my kids. I think my daughter might get a kick out of it, to be honest. But all right, let me put this back in here. And yeah, let me know if you watched this or if you got this release. I don't know. I saw it had a slipcover and it was a limited edition thing. And I was like, I have to have that. It was only like 12 bucks. So whatever. All right, let's, what is this? Okay, there we go. That's the J card for my Steelbook because I already watched this. But I got the Scream 3 4K Steelbook release. Really nice Steelbook. I did not hate the red Scream Steelbook, Scream 3 Steelbook. I know a lot of people did not like this design because all the other ones were black and they wanted it to fit in. But I always liked this design. I liked that it was red. Scream 2's got a little bit of red in it, so it still kind of matches when you show them all off together. But I just love the look of it. And in person, it's even better. And I'm even starting to hear all the people that were being negative about this Steelbook. They're coming around and saying it's actually not that bad. And they actually do like having it in the collection and just the way it looks. But I think it's awesome. And you look at the back right here, it says you're not going anywhere, Sydney. And you got the little voice recorder down there at the bottom, which is super cool. But yeah, I love this Steelbook. So I'll do a little unboxing for you guys, show you the spine right there. Go ahead and open it up. And I did pop this in. I almost watched the entire thing, but I'm not doing like a full review of this or anything. I just wanted to check out the picture quality. And it looked really great, like perfectly in line with the last two Scream movies that were put out on 4K. I thought Scream 2 looked incredible. The first Scream looked really good as well. and this one looked awesome. So you know, Paramount did good with these 4K restorations of the first 3 Scream films. And honestly, like, I love Scream 3. I don't get the hate. I've never really got the hate of this movie, and to be honest. And it wasn't until I got on the internet that I realized that everybody didn't like this movie, and they said it was the weakest of the first 3, which I would agree with. When I was a kid, this was always my least favorite, but I still liked it. And, you know, I don't know, there's just something about the new movies. Like, they're okay. They're okay, but they're not the best things in the world to me. I just have such a nostalgia for these first 3 movies, and I just always loved this one. It has a little bit of goofy, kind of tongue-in-cheek. You know, it's very meta. It makes fun of itself even more so. The first 2 Screams definitely make fun of the slasher genre in general, but this one feels like it makes fun of Scream, the Scream movies, and how the franchise had kind of gotten a little bit tired at that point, but they were doing a 3rd movie anyway, so I think it's a lot smarter than people give it credit for. And I like the characters. I like Parker Posey. I like Jenny McCarthy. I like, you know, David Arquette and Courtney Cox and Neve Campbell, I think, is great in this. And I think it fits perfectly with the other 2 in the original trilogy. So I've always liked Scream 3, and I'm a defender. I don't like it when people say it's the worst of the franchise, because I don't believe that to be true. You know, I would honestly say either one of the most recent ones or Scream 4. I think they're all worse than Scream 3. But I like all those movies too. I like every movie in the Scream franchise. But and you also get a digital code here. The one thing I will say is that it's just the 4K disc. I'd have to go back in my older Scream Steelbooks and see, but I feel like they were including the Blu-ray up until recently. So, and this is available anywhere. You can get this off of Amazon. Don't know if you can order it off of Walmart or not, but it's not a Best Buy exclusive. You can get it off of Amazon. I do know that. So not a Best Buy exclusive or anything like that. So that's definitely cool that you don't have to worry about picking it up at Best Buy, because Best Buy sucks. They really do. But anyway, we got the synopsis, special features, all the specs. I'm pretty sure this has Dolby Vision, you got Dolby Audio, HDR10, of course, and it looks great. It really does look great. No new special features. Would have been nice if you had some new special features here, but they were nice enough to include the Creed music video, What If I, which is like the best part of this movie. It really is. So, and that's not a knock on the movie. It's just that good of a song, and it fits that perfectly with the film. I may do a full review for this. I don't know yet, but I did get Prey. I did support Disney in their, you know, efforts to put some of these streaming movies and TV shows out on physical media. I got Prey on 4K. Didn't go with the Steelbook because it was just way overpriced, and I'm not paying $41, $42 for a damn Steelbook. So this was, you know, I think $31.40 now, which is already too expensive for a 4K. But I was happy to pay it because, you know, I like the Predator movies. I liked this movie. And I've heard some good things about the 4K and the sound quality and all that stuff. So I am excited to dig into it. I just don't know if I'm going to be doing a full review for it. But I'll show it off right here. And I will say, guys, look, don't get this if you don't enjoy this movie at all. But if you do enjoy this movie and you do support physical media, I would go out and buy this and show Disney that we want more of this stuff. I think that's definitely on us to do at this point. If Disney's putting it out there, we need, you know, to do our part and purchase it. Only if you're interested, though, of course, because there's some Marvel shows like Loki and WandaVision I'm not too interested in owning, and I'm not going to get them, but I will probably get the Mandalorian show. But you got the synopsis. I believe there's some special features here. Making of Prey, behind the scenes look at the next level film in the iconic franchise. Prey FYC panel with the cast and crew, deleted scenes and alternate opening. Audio commentary with director Dan Trachtenberg, actor Amber Midthunder. So awesome that they included a commentary here, bonus features. I mean, Disney's already doing better than Warner Brothers when it comes to some of their releases, putting this stuff out. And you have the, includes full-length Comanche audio track. But I don't believe, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like I've heard this, I don't think you can listen to it in Dolby Atmos if you're doing the Comanche cut. But yeah, I do want to watch this. I may watch this sooner rather than later. And if I have enough to say about it, I'll do a full review for it. But let me go ahead and do a quick unboxing. I like the slipcover though. I really like the look and the feel of the slipcover. And it does just feel cool. And it feels like a victory, you know, for physical media fans, just to hold what I, you know, knew to be a streaming movie in my hands and showing it off right here physically. And it's not a bootleg, it's a real legit release. I like that. I like the way it feels. You know, I wish Netflix would follow suit and we can get some Netflix movie on like legitimate physical media. Like that would be freaking awesome. I know they've done some of their TV shows, but to get some of their movies would be cool. You know, I would love to have like Gerald's Game and Hush on 4K. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, Prey on 4K, guys. Let me rip the rest of this plastic off. Let me open this up. Nice little green disc right there. I do like that. That is a nice touch. And I'm not seeing a digital code here, which is interesting. You do not get a digital code. I guess they figure it's on Hulu, so you can watch it digitally that way. But kind of interesting. You don't get a digital code with this. I didn't expect that. They got this little like Prey action figure paper in here, so that's cool. And you also have the Blu-ray is red, and it does include the Blu-ray. So good on Disney. Look, they included the 4K and the Blu-ray, new features, streaming movie to physical media. I hate on Disney a lot, but I cannot hate on them for this release. This is a victory. This is a good thing that Disney did. And to be honest, I'm proud of them. I'm proud to be Disney. Good job for releasing Prey on physical media. And let me go ahead and show off this Megan 4K Steelbook. I picked this up today. Really nice Steelbook, but I showed off in my Blu-ray hunting video, which this is going to come out tomorrow. So yesterday in my Blu-ray hunting video, there's some scratches on this, and I don't think this is a part of the design, but they're kind of all like this, and everybody I've seen show it off is showing the same scratches. I don't know if you can see that right there. If I zoom in, yeah, now you can see it, but like all across there, there's scratches. So just watch out for this when you pick this up, because I know some people probably, that really bothers them. To me, it bothers me, but it's not like the end of the world. If I hold it back like this, it still, you know, looks good. And you know, I always have it in my head that maybe somewhere down the line I'll buff it out or something. I don't know. But if that's the only option we got, I don't know. I'll have to see. Maybe contact Best Buy and see if they can, you know, see if they're going to replace these or not. But this is a weird Steelbook though, because it is like a doll box the way it is. And it almost looks cardboard, like you can just pull it out of there. But no, that's a part of the Steelbook. It's embossed and debossed. And you got Megan right there. She's saying hello, hello, Megan. And then on the back, you got you know, all the specs of the doll, which is cool. They put that on the back. So I do like this Steelbook. I think it's a winner of a Steelbook, and definitely, you know, the reason why I upgraded Megan, because I did pick up the Blu-ray back in March. This was a nice excuse for me to get Megan on 4K to put the Steelbook out. You get a digital code in here. You also get the 4K. I'll go ahead and show it off. You get the 4K and the Blu-ray here. And I think you get both the theatrical cut and the regular cut on 4K and Blu-ray. And you got that little interior artwork right there. Let me see if there's anything behind the disc. Let's see. Pop these out. Oh yeah, you got some Megan outfits right there. So that's cool. And yeah, I don't think this has any like new special features or anything like that. I think all the features here were on the Blu-ray. I could be wrong. Maybe they did add some new stuff, but I think it's all the same. But cool Steelbook though, minus the scratches, which sucks. I also got Pumpkinhead on 4K, of course. I will probably most definitely be reviewing this on the channel, but I'm excited to watch this one. It's been a while since I've seen Pumpkinhead, and the last time I watched it, I thought it was okay, but I didn't love it. I remember watching it, you know, quite a bit when I was a kid, so I'm excited to dive into this one in 4K and then dive into some of these older special features, because I think they're older features from when it first came out from Screen Factory. I don't think there's anything new here, but you get a new 4K scan of the original camera negative on the 4K, and then you also get a 4K scan on the Blu-ray itself. And I think this has Dolby Vision, HDR10, and sound-wise, I think you have the 5.1 sound. So yeah, very excited to jump into this though. I do like, you know, Lance Hendrickson a lot, so I am excited to check this one out. Let me go ahead and do an unboxing of the Pumpkinhead. And one thing that people were calling out, we're going to find out here in a second if they put it in the reversible cover art, but this is not the original theatrical poster of Pumpkinhead. And that's what Scream Factory has been doing with all these 4Ks. They've been doing the original theatrical poster with the 4K banner at the top. And this is not the original theatrical poster. It is completely different. So we are going to see, let me open this up. And of course, it's Scream Factory, so my disc falls out immediately because that's what happens with Scream Factory. But there's no off-gassing though, so that's a good thing. But we have Pumpkinhead 4K, a Ultra HD, and then the Pumpkinhead Blu-ray with some cool artwork on it. And no, there is no reversible cover art with that original poster art. So very odd that they did this. And that poster art isn't great. Like, I prefer this poster art, but like, if you're going to be consistent, Scream Factory, you have to do it for all the releases, or some people are going to get upset. Me personally, like, I don't care that much. But somebody's going to get upset about this. But I do like the artwork on it. Pumpkinhead, excited to watch it. I will probably most definitely do a review for it. I will definitely be doing a review for Rosemary's Baby, which I also bought on 4K. I was on the fence about this one because they had that box set coming, the Paramount box set, which has Rosemary's Baby in it. But I'm holding off because I don't want to pick that up until I know what that mystery title is in that box set. And, you know, I like this artwork, and I just like the idea of having a standalone 4K Rosemary's Baby release in the collection. So if I end up getting that box set anyway, it'll be okay. I have Pet Sematary already in 4K. I don't own Smile or Crawl on 4K, and the mystery title will be brand new. So 3 new 4Ks will be, I guess, worth it enough for me to get that set. As long as that mystery title, I feel like, is worth it. If it's like Pet Sematary Bloodlines on 4K, I'm not picking that box set up. But really cool artwork on this, and you can see right there on the back. I don't think there's anything new in terms of special features here, but I do have the Criterion Rosemary's Baby. It was actually the first ever Criterion I ever bought, so I bought it before it went out of print. I think that has all kinds of special features that are not included on this version right here. But right there, you got the synopsis, all the special features, the specs. I believe this also has Dolby Vision, HDR10. And yeah, I love this movie. I watched it for the first time when I bought the Criterion. And I remember I watched it around the same time Hereditary came out, and they just were both so similar. I was like, Hereditary is like the modern day Rosemary's Baby. But yeah, I love this movie so much, and I'm excited to revisit it in 4K. I'm sure it's going to look great. But you take it out of the slipcover, and this is, I don't know if this is a first for Paramount, but they don't do this too often. You take it, this is honestly a Sony move, they do this, but you take it out of the slipcover and you add that original poster artwork right there. So if you don't like this, at least you have it on the inside, the actual original poster art of Rosemary's Baby. So very cool. I wonder if they have a reversible cover art though, when you look inside. That is definitely interesting to find out. And we're going to find it out right here. Right here and now. And you get a digital code here. You also get the movie on Blu-ray, and you get it on 4K. And no reversible artwork. But again, I think it's super cool that Paramount, you know, knew that maybe some people wouldn't be too crazy about this. I don't even know why do it then if you're just going to put the original theatrical poster on the inside. But I don't know. I think it's cool they're giving us both options. But yeah, Rosemary's Baby. I will definitely be reviewing this one on the channel for sure. And I was also sent this Steelbook from Paramount, so I'm going to show this off. I got the Transformers Rise of the Beast 4K Steelbook in from Paramount, and I actually saw this in the theaters, and I really enjoyed it. I've never been the biggest Transformers fan in general. Like, I never watched the cartoon and stuff when I was a kid. I've still never seen Transformers the movie, the cartoon. So, you know, say what you want about me. But the Shia LaBeouf ones, the Michael Bay ones, the first one was okay, but I hated Revenge of the Fallen, like absolutely hated that movie. And I never watched Dark of the Moon. I never watched Age of Extinction. I never watched The Last Night or whatever that's called. So I haven't seen like 3 Transformers movies. But I came back with Bumblebee because it wasn't directed by Michael Bay. I heard some good things about it. Really enjoyed that one. This one wasn't directed by Michael Bay either. So I'm like, okay, I'm safe to watch this. And I really enjoy this because I love the Beast Wars. I used to watch Beast Wars all the time when I was a kid, and this actually incorporated the Beast Wars, Optimus Primal, in this movie, and Cheetor and all those characters, you know, and they hooked up with Optimus Prime, and it was a cool movie. I liked it. The story was a little lacking. I probably would have done something a little bit different, But I thought it ramped up nicely, and I actually think the third act was a really awesome, finale to the movie. So cool movie, cool Steelbook. Of course, it's not in line with all the Steelbooks they released with that Steelbook set, but that's kind of Paramount's MO. They'll release these like Steelbook sets like Mission Impossible, and then they, will do the 7th one and won't make it in line with those. So then collectors bitch that, why did I buy all those if you're just going to put out the rest of them and they're not going to match? But it's a really nice Steelbook though, so it's hard to complain. You got Optimus Prime on the back, you got Optimus Prime on the front, you got a nice spine right there. And I probably won't rewatch this one anytime soon just because I did watch it already, but yeah, cool Steelbook. You got the 4K on the inside. You do get a digital code with this as well. And you also get the Blu-ray, and you get some nice interior, artwork and images from the movie. So that's definitely cool. But yeah, this was really fun. It's set in the 90s, so it kind of has a 90s like style and flair to it. You have some of those 90s tracks and stuff, hip hop tracks from back in the day, which they incorporate throughout the movie, which I think works really well. And it's just a good movie. I enjoy it. So yeah, Transformers, Rise of the Beasts. I would probably say it's my second. Honestly, I would probably put Bumblebee and this above all the Michael Bay ones. The first one would probably be my third favorite. So this is definitely my second favorite Transformers movie. I'll say that. Really good movie. I do recommend it. And I will link this Steelbook down below because this is a Paramount Steelbook, and you can also get it off of Amazon. It's not Best Buy exclusive or anything like that. And it says right here on this sticker, which I failed to mention, there's over an hour's worth of new special features on that 4K. So definitely cool of Paramount to include a bunch of new special features. Okay, this video is running long, guys, but I always have a lot to say about these new releases. So let me go ahead and get into this first box that I got. I think this is Groove. So I did a video talking about all these. I don't know if the Groove sale is still going on, all these Halloween movies. I imagine it probably is, but they had some good stuff. They always have interesting stuff on the Groove website. Just stuff that you wouldn't see on Amazon or anywhere else, even though a lot of these I started to see pop up on Amazon for the same price. They were price matching, but I ended up getting 4 titles. So happy I got a slipcover with one of these. I'll go ahead and show it off. But I got Train to Busan on 4K. I think this was like 10 bucks. But yeah, so happy this came with a slipcover. I was afraid that it wouldn't. And really nice slipcover too. I like it a lot. It's got a nice matte finish. But yeah, I'm almost embarrassed to admit this, but I have seen this movie, parts of it. I watched the first hour and I fell asleep. And I remember it was like 2016 or 2017. I think I was watching it on Netflix and I was just very tired. It's not that the movie was bad or anything, but I fell asleep and I never returned to it. So I've just had this movie hanging over my head for the longest time. So now I've got it physically. I've got no excuse. I am going to watch this on 4K soon. I promise. And this is a recent release. They just put this out on 4K, I think a few months ago. So Train to Busan on 4K for 10 bucks. You can't beat it. I couldn't beat it. So I went and picked that up. I also grabbed, I think this is another South Korean film. I've heard tons of incredible things about this movie. I got The Wailing on Blu-ray. I think this was like $8.99 or something like that. And then today I hear that this is going to be coming to 4K soon. So of course I just bought it on Blu-ray and it's going to be coming to 4K, but I'm happy with it on Blu-ray until I watch it. If I really like it, I'll upgrade it to 4K. But yeah, I've heard some incredible things about this movie. Been wanting to check it out for the longest time, so I figured I'd go ahead and get that. And then I got Salem's Lots because I want to watch this. It's a Stephen King movie, one of the few Stephen King movies that I have not seen. So I am excited to check this one out for the first time at some point. And I think this was like $6. So really excited to watch that one. And I also got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, and I think this was like $5.99 on Groove, and I think it's been hovering around $6 or $7 on Amazon for the past month or so. But yeah, went and picked this up, and I pretty much just got this so a boutique label would announce that it's coming out on 4K, because that's probably what's going to happen since I finally picked this up. Been holding off on it for the longest time, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to get it. and then they'll announce it on 4K. Maybe Vinegar Syndrome will put it out, or Screen Factory or somebody. They need to, but I've always liked this movie. When it came out, I was of the opinion that it was better than the original, but over the past 20 years, I've grown to really appreciate the original, and the second one is probably my favorite of the entire franchise. So I still like this one a lot, though. I think Arlie Ermy is awesome in this movie, and it just has such a mean-spirited, disgusting nature to it, and I just love the remake. It's totally different than the first one. They're both dark and dingy and disgusting, but both in completely different ways. So I enjoyed this one a lot. So I was just tired of not having it in the collection. I got it on DVD, but I need it on Blu-ray, so I went ahead and got that. And I think all of this was like 30 bucks or something. So it was totally worth it, you know, to get those with that Halloween sale. All right, so let's get into the Kino Lorber stuff. And I think I got this stuff like right when the Kino sale started. So I got this, I probably ordered this stuff like over 2 weeks ago, and I got it last week. A lot of this stuff I got in last week. I just didn't have time to do a video for it. But let me throw all this trash on the floor. I like throwing all my trash on the floor, and then I clean it up after. Okay, let's see. Oh, got all slip covers with every single one of these, so that's awesome, especially one, because I didn't think it was coming with a slip cover, because it didn't show it on the website. But hardcore. So I heard from tons of people that the slipcover ran out and they weren't selling this one with a slipcover. And even on the Kino Lorber website, I know, guys, it's just cardboard, nobody cares, but I like to go on and on and on and on and on about the slipcover. Who cares about the movie, right? Written and directed by Paul Schrader, right? Did he direct this movie? Yeah, he did. Written and directed by Paul Schrader, who wrote Taxi Driver. I know stuff about movies, guys, but I also like slipcovers. So let me talk about it for a second. But yeah, I thought that they, ran out of the slipcover. It wasn't showing on the Kino site, but I got it anyway. But it turns out it does have the slipcover, so I'm so excited. Hardcore, yes, pick this one up. I was going to get it when it came out. But I was like, you know what? I could probably wait for a Kino Lorber sale. There'll be one right around the corner, and there was. So I got it. Hardcore with George C. Scott. Excited to check that one out. And then I'll go ahead and show these off together, but I got a couple of the Chuck Norris Blu-rays. I think all these came out in like the same month a couple of years ago, or maybe it was last year they came out, but I got A Force of One and the Octagon. And I think the other one that came out around this time, it wasn't in the sale because I wanted to get that as well. But yeah, always good to add more Chuck Norris to your collection. I'm going to have a whole like Chuck Norris binge week or something. I need to, because I got enough Chuck Norris in the collection I haven't watched. And then I got, I actually forgot I got this, but I got a Vincent Price film, Twice Told Tales. And these must have been like really cheap, probably like $7 or $8 or something. But yeah, I went ahead and got this one. Always good to have more Vincent Price in the collection. And then I got, because I am, kind of committed to collecting all of the Kino Lorber 4Ks at this point, but some of them I'll wait for a sale. And I figured 3 Days of the Condor, I would wait for a sale because I didn't see this one selling out or anything, at least with the slipcover. So went and picked this up. Robert Redford stars in this movie. Got Faye Dunaway, and I've heard nothing. Max von Sydow's in this movie as well. Heard nothing but great things about this movie, so I am excited to check that one out on 4K at some point. And lastly, guys, God, it just keeps coming, doesn't it? I got my Shocktober sale stuff in already, and the Shocktober sale started last Friday. So here's a tip for you guys with some of these sales. When the sales start, you got to jump on it immediately. If you can get in there and order immediately, especially with Kino Lorber, I found this to be true. If you do it, like place your order within the hour that the sale starts, you will get it within the first 3 or 4 days. You wait any longer than that, like a day or two or a week or something like that, you might not get your stuff for like a month. So I placed this order like right when the Shocktober sale started, and I got my stuff in already. And last year, if you remember, we were waiting till like December, I think some people January, before they got their Shocktober sale stuff in. It was ridiculous last year. But Screen Factory was smart this year. They made their sale not that good, so I don't think a lot of people partook in it this year. But I found a few titles that I thought were worth getting for sure. And one has a slipcover. I'm getting so lucky with slipcovers today. It's freaking crazy. But I did get a couple of Brian De Palma films that were going for about, one of these was going for $15 more on Amazon, and that is Obsession. So I went ahead and got this. This thing's going for like $36 on Amazon, and it was, I think think 16 or 17 in the Shout Factory Scream Factory sale. So when I jumped on it, Brian De Palma has just turned into one of my favorite new directors that I discovered. So I want to own at this point every single thing that he's done. So I wanted to, you know, fill out my Brian De Palma filmography some more. So I got Obsession, heard some good things about this movie, so I'm excited to watch it. And I figured, you know, this thing was going for 35 bucks on Amazon. Got it for $17. So that was definitely a deal right there. A lot of people were saying there was no deals, and there were. You just had to kind of know where to find them. And I did get Raising Cain as well, another Brian De Palma film. Really excited to watch this because it's got John Lithgow in it, and I love John Lithgow. But I got the slipcover with this, and I'm so excited because I did not expect to get the slipcover for Raising Cain. So really awesome. Again, I know it's just a piece of cardboard, but it's important to me, and I like it. And I think this was like $16 or $17, and it was going for like 24 bucks on Amazon. So went ahead and got that one. Also got, I've been hearing a lot of people say some great things about this movie, and I wanted to check it out. And I think it was going for like 22, 23 on Amazon. So I went and pulled the trigger at 16 bucks for this, and that is Brain Scan on Blu-ray. And I know what you guys are thinking, you know, 16 bucks for a Blu-ray with no slipcover. Like, is that worth it? I mean, at this point, I'm grabbing stuff that I don't believe they're going to upgrade to 4K. Now, they could announce Brain Scan on 4K tomorrow. I don't know. But I don't think they'll do Raising Cain on 4K anytime soon. I don't think they'll do Obsession on 4K. And I don't think they'll do Brain Scan on 4K anytime soon. Again, I could be wrong, but I'm trying to pick the stuff that I don't think is going to get upgraded. I keep not getting Day of the Dead. I want Day of the Dead, but I don't get it because I feel like that's one they're going to do on 4K very soon. And then I got The Crush with Alicia Silverstone. I've actually never seen this movie, but I grew up in the 90s. I'm a massive Alicia Silverstone fan, always have been. So I'm excited to check this one out for the first time. This one I think was pretty cheap. I think this was like $9.99. And then I've heard some good things about this movie, Cherry Falls. I think this is an early 2000s slasher film. So I'm excited to check this one out. It's got Brittany Murphy in it, R.I.P. Brittany Murphy, Michael Biehn, Jay Moore. Very interesting cast in this movie. So yeah, definitely excited to check this one out. And this was another cheap one. I think this was like $9.99. So there you have it, guys. I think I got all of these for $65 to $70. So, you know, not too bad. I didn't break the bank on any of this stuff. I think all my Kino stuff was like 50 bucks as well. So, yeah, guys, one hell of a haul, one hell of a collection update. Thank you all so much for bearing with me and going through all of these titles. I got a lot more to show off. I got a lot more to do and unbox and review. So much more content coming, but thank you all so much for spending your time with me here today. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on those bell notifications for all of those future videos, and we'll see you next time.